Nagisa from Trident, Wakazaemon from Koi, and also formerly from East of Eden, and basically from every project you've ever heard, as well as her own solo content, along with Nishizawa Sienna, who has been the singer on pretty much all the BB Japan music project cover songs I've heard so far. Covering Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. How have you taken all of that in? I can't believe this is here. Now, this is something I was covering the videos that this channel was putting out, because they put out some awesome little channels. Because, Nagisa from Trident was in this. I'm a big fan of hers, big fan of Trident, but they also worked with some great people, like with Nemophila, and there was a few people just guesting and doing little covers on this channel, so it was really cool. We also had Fami from Love Bites was on here playing a song with Nagisa as well. So, yeah, this has been a really cool thing. But this one, Nagisa and Wakazaemon are like two of my peak favourite musicians. I absolutely love these two, and this channel, along with Sienna, have put out some amazing cover songs. This one came out, how long ago? This cover came out over a year ago, but I seem to remember for some reason that at the time, this was like one that I didn't cover at the time when I was covering all the other videos on this channel, because I thought, I'll leave it till later, because it's kind of like a bit of an epic. And then I must have forgotten to come back to it until just it came up in my suggestions the other day. I was like, I never recorded a reaction to this one. So we're going to do this. We're going to do Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy as covered by, once again, Nagisa from Trident, Wakazaemon from Everything, and Sienna Nishizawa. I don't know what to do with this. Instantly, if you don't know, Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne is one of those songs that does get covered quite a lot. It's a popular one to cover. It's been covered by pretty much everyone. I think Puffy did a cover of it. I was there when Neki did a cover of it live on stage. Kind of everyone covers this song. It's a popular one for Japanese bands to cover. I don't know what else to say. Let's jump in and check this out. This is gonna be weird. I don't know if I'm even going to have much to say. I just want to take this in. I want to share this moment with you guys. Wakazaemon's already adding a little bit of flavour to it. Amazing voices. I need to cover more of her stuff. I love how raw this channel is. All the covers on this channel sound so raw. Nagisa's just chilling. I wondered if they were going to do a little bit more with that, but that break, they kept it nice and simple. I feel like these guys are just like, this is just, it feels like they're just chilling and enjoying this. But the tone is so good. They had to have at least one break. There we go. There we go. makes me happy, and I don't. Oh man. This is so random, but it's so wholesome. All right, so I gotta approach this from all the fair angles. First of all, I can feel the smile on my face because, oh man, I mean, I'm just so happy to see these three in the studio together. Anyway, I just think it's amazing. It's so cool. Now, also doing this song, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Skaterboy by Avril Lavigne's a pretty straight shooting song, but I kind of grew up in the generation where, you know, I was in my teens. I think I would have still been in my teens when this was on the radio. So as a result, it would have it's a song that kind of is from my youth as well. And so, yeah, when I just kind of hear this, I'm like, it has a weird charm. I just find it very strangely charming, which is why when this came up in my recommendations, even though I knew that they'd done this, and obviously I'd forgotten to do a reaction to it before, when I saw this come up in my recommendations, it was weird. It was like seeing something come out of like some strange like dream where, you know, sometimes you have dreams where various things from your memory will be mashed together. It's like, oh, Wakazama and Nagisa are playing like that song you remember from when you were a kid. What? I was like, no, that's a real thing that happened. So, you know, this was full of charm. I gotta be honest, you know, the fact that I'm a music reviewer and I sit here and I give even-handed reviews and I tell you what I honestly think each time, I gotta be honest, obviously as songs go, this did not challenge them at all, and I don't really feel that they went out of their way to do much for the song. There was a couple of breaks where they kind of went, I'm trying to remember exactly how the original went, but I think that halftime break they did was different from the original, and then the slap bit that Wakazaiman was doing was kind of different, but as a general you could just kind of tell they looked very chill. I mean, the whole way Nagisa was playing, she looked like she was just kind of like, just gonna relax. Had a bit of the was not Stevie, it's not Stevie Wonder, is it? Ray Charles. He had a bit of the Ray Charles thing going on. Well, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder actually, but she had a little bit of that going on, and she just looked very, very chilled out through the whole thing. But it was just so weirdly nice for me to see that, and you know, I just found that extremely charming. I have to give credit to this. This is a very small channel. Although they seem very well connected. I mean, they've had like Shoya in doing several videos for them, Nemophila, all these kind of bands. I think they must be connected with the whole Now No Yaon thing, because a lot of the bands who have turned up on this. I mean, again, Shoya, obviously, but Nemophila, Trident as well. These are people who have been on the Now No Yaon stage, so I can't help but feel like that is maybe there might be some connection, or maybe that's just how they know each other before this. But yeah, as a result, it just kind of creates this really very fun aspect of seeing them in this particular environment. And when you see videos on this channel, they tend to be very raw. The camera work tends to be nice, but very simple. It just looks like cameras in the room. The audio comes across very real. It's a lot like what actually I try to do with my channel down there. I have a lot of bands performing on that, and we do it in a kind of a similar ethos to this. I found this charming. Is it going to be something where I'm going to be coming back to it going, oh my God, that was just wild, we've got to listen to this every 5 seconds? No, it's not quite on that level, but it's something where just knowing that this is out there, this is out in the world, and this exists makes me happy. I am happy to know that this exists. So yeah, massive credit. And I must say, I have to do a little bit more research into Shina Nishizawa, because she's the voice behind so much of this. And as you can see, 29,000 followers. She is someone with a lot of credit to her name. But I do not follow her anywhere near as much as I should do. She's already booked into a show in June of 2026, and I'm recording this in December of 2025. So yeah, and look at that. She's having curry with I can't remember what this character's called, but there you go. This is a woman who we need to be following. Yeah, great stuff. I just found that charming. Again, I found that charming and enjoyable. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I just wanted to share this moment with you guys, if I'm honest with you. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao.